Well, concerns are coming from local farmers and food bank leaders after the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced plans to get rid of roughly $660 million worth of funds earmarked for local programs.
Now, those programs were supporting local schools and food banks that were able to buy food from local farmers. WALB News 10's Lena Allen digs into the ripple effect that local food banks say and farmers say that they'll experience.
Tens of thousands of dollars. That's how much Feeding the Valley Food Bank CEO Frank Shepard tells me he's expecting to lose out on.
I'm told that amount is compared to food donations for an entire year at this food bank, valued at over $30 million.
On Wednesday, the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced funding cuts. The USDA cutting 2 programs will suspend $1 billion in federal spending. The cuts causing concern among food banks across South Georgia.
Anytime we see cuts to much needed nutrition programming, it is concerning for those of us who are working in that space.
The local food bank relies on the Local Food Purchase Assistant Cooperative Agreement Program. The contract is $500 million for all food banks across the country. I received a statement from the USDA that reads in part, quote, "This isn't an abrupt shift. Just last week, the USDA released over $500 million in previously obligated funds for LFPA and LFS to fulfill existing commitments and support ongoing local food purchases," end quote. But I'm told who's bearing the brunt of the cuts more than food banks: local farmers.
And it's one of those things for like the small guys, like, a shot in the foot. When you hear about millions of dollars not being available to like a small farmer, anybody losing $1 million is pretty huge.
As both farmers and local food banks wait to see the impact of the cuts unravel, they say they will continue serving the community with other programs also supported by USDA. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.